then of proceedings in a moment or two. With that, though, let's very quickly get to another guest just before the president does kick off. And this time around, I'm joined by Yamkela Makupula, who is the Africa CEO at Diaz Rues International law firm. Yamkela, thank you so much for the time. Look, the president is going to have to make some hard decisions here, right? It's about time that we actually get things done.
Definitely, Arabile, and people are saying jobs, jobs, jobs. People have lost jobs, people have no income, and they're hearing President is speaking today and they're asking themselves, how is he going to make sure that we recover from all of this? And on the other side, you've got industry that says that, we've not been able to go into production for the past couple of months. And are there any tax rebates? What is going to happen? So this makes now the industries to be very key, because that's where we've seen in manufacturing, in agriculture, in mining, that, you have the ability to employ quite a number of people. But even there, then, if you look into the mining sector, the diamond sector has already gone to Treasury, asking for a 3 to 6 months holiday on the 5% export levy, So there's a lot of requests with regards to where are the tax rebates? Can you ease the way of doing business for us in South Africa? Tax is overwhelming. So business is very interested in hearing on this plan today. How is the president going to ease the way of doing business here? Back in mining again, it takes you 6 to 18 months if you're applying for a license to mine in South Africa, and we need more mines. The minerals are there, so the president needs to show us that, these regulations that are taking so long or are making things to be so stringent for people to do business, they need to be cut off. So that's where we are. People need jobs, but is there anything that government can do for business in order for business to keep coming back?
The last time we expected the president to release a plan of sorts for the local economy, it was the 500 billion rand supposed stimulus package that the president put out. He didn't necessarily put out too much details. He just put it out there for us to kind of hope and wish and pray to find out a little bit more about, and left the rest to the finance minister. Do you think he'd probably do the same now, considering that it's just 2 weeks away from the medium-term budget policy statement?
I would hope not, because, this is called the recovery plan, post-COVID, and people are expecting the plan to have proper timelines. First of all, they need to know, how does my life look like in the next 6 months? That is real for industry and for each and every employee. People need to understand, what does the next 2 years entail for me in South Africa? And a big business is also asking themselves that, should I still be having my head offices in Africa, in South Africa, or should I be looking elsewhere? So today's address is very key, that the president puts timelines, and you and I both know that a plan that is not costed. So we're looking forward to the budget speech, because we would like to hear whatever the president puts today and says, we are going to open markets, we are going to invest in the agriculture sector and all those nice things. We're going to look after ESCOM. People then want to find out, where is the money going to come from? And in the next 2 months, in the next 2 weeks, that's exactly the answers that we will need and be looking for. Yeah.
Yamkela Makupula, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it there. We're awaiting the president then. He is then in the House of Parliament already. So we're going to jet off to that. Thank you so much, though, for the time this afternoon.